October 22nd, location Christiana, Colorado. Charlie team member Raquel Fields is sent in on a solo mission to investigate this location, as her analysis indicated that Umbrella agents were seen setting something up. However, it appeared to be abandoned. Agent Fields' status. She responds, "No hostiles present, HQ, but I'll set the explosive charges and get out of here." She then tells herself, "Just the kind of OP I like. Nice, simple, and safe." As she says this, she is approached by unknown assailants who are surely infected with the T-virus. October 31st, Batavia, Nebraska. This is the location of the S.T.A.R.S Charlie team's first group mission, to wipe out the contamination that infected a circus full of clowns and freaks. Like the unsuspecting public in Christiana and other towns along their route, Batavia was ill-prepared for the dark secret this circus harbors. But unlike the S.T.A.R.S Bravo team and Alpha team, Charlie team was fully prepared and well aware of what they were up against. Patrick uses his personal favorite weapon, which has saved him from countless infected zoo animals, the spark shot. Quan prefers using dual blades for close encounters, slicing as many heads and faces that get in his way. Rosa fights them off with multiple weapons, even using her own martial arts skills to put him on the ground. A further mutated freak approaches Quan, and he knocks it down by cutting its wooden stilts in half before finishing it off. An infected lion tries to get the drop on Patrick, but luckily Rosa alerts him in time to avoid a certain death. He pumps 500,000 watts into the zombie lion's body, and his mind replays a horror of his last encounter with infected beasts. The greatest strength the Charlie team has that keeps them from certain death is their teamwork. They're each looking out for a partner, in case a zombie tries to get the drop on one of them. Their team leader Falcon mentioned that HQ estimated around 30 of them, and by the way they seem to be knocking those numbers down, it won't be long till they complete the mission. Quan switches to a flamethrower to light things up, as Jesse deals with a pair of infected seals by bashing them with blunt force. Falcon orders everyone to spread out and set their explosives. He goes first and proceeds to eliminate the pack of zombies headed his way. He fires countless rounds at them before tossing a grenade right at them. The first set of explosives are triggered as well, as an infected elephant rises from the flames and moves towards Falcon. Quan goes over to help Falcon deal with the elephant, and mentions that he set his explosives as well. He then runs towards the elephant and attacks it with his blades while Falcon shoots it from a distance. Rosa fights her way towards a further spot to set the explosives, but nearly gets killed by a blade that's being held by a severed hand. It is revealed to be a zombie clown that still has partial memory of its own talents and proceeds to rip the remainder of its left arm to toss directly at Rosa. She shifts out of the way and grabs that arm to use it as a bat to swing it directly at its head, which results in decapitating it. She sets the explosives, and now it's up to Patrick and Jesse to set theirs down as well, which should get rid of every zombie in that area. Patrick tells Jesse to pick his shots directly instead of shooting wild. Jesse tells him to shut up because he's just a computer guy and he's not supposed to be fighting. But as they argue, Patrick is picked up by a zombie that's still executing its trapeze performance. It lifts him far above on the stage platform where the fall could kill him, and another zombie awaits on that small platform, but Patrick kicks its head clean off as soon as he reaches that spot. The zombie that lifted him on the platform then tries to infect him, but he manages to shove the zombie right off the platform. Jesse is confronted by a bigger zombie, and he's struck with too much fear to aim and fire. But Patrick decides to give him a little push by using one of the circus swings to kick the big zombie and give Jesse a chance to shoot it before it bites him. He pulls the trigger, splattering its remains all over the ground, and they commence to deploy the remaining explosives. The Charlie team members fall back and take cover as the circus goes up in flames. As they observe from a distance, Rosa notices that an injured civilian is still alive. She tries to help him up and tells Falcon that they need a medevac, but Falcon does not comply as he recognizes this man. He is an Umbrella agent. He tells him to explain why they did this, and he simply responds by saying that it was standard containment OP, plus they wanted to give him a proper welcome. Falcon demands that he tells them how it is that they knew they were coming, but the Umbrella agent dies seconds later. Nothing else can be done, for now. The mission was accomplished, and it was time to head back to Charlie Team Headquarters. If you enjoy quality content, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to never miss out on new videos. Now, back to the Resident Evil story. Charlie Team has managed to get back to their headquarters, and Falcon calls in a meeting to discuss their next mission. He tells them, "Let's get this briefing underway. We've got a lot to cover. Those Umbrella guys seem to know we were coming, and you're all familiar with what happened the last time S.T.A.R.S was compromised. I hope our new agent gets..." He is then interrupted by Raquel, who walks in and tells him that she apologizes for the delay in reporting. She had an unplanned incident. He replies, "Just glad you're up and about. Charlie Team, this is Raquel Fields, our new munitions expert. We could have used you on the last mission, Raquel. We got a little carried away with our explosives. Meet your new team." He starts by introducing Rosa Cardena. She's a tracker. She's part Mexican, part Hopi Indian, and all bloodhound. This is Jesse Alcorn, our computer expert. Don't let his teen angst fool you. He's like Mozart with a computer keyboard. This here is Patrick Brady, our communications expert. He seems to have a sixth sense that tells him when Umbrella zombies are around. This is Quan Williamson, our vehicle specialist. He's Australian, which explains why most of us can't understand half of what he says. He then continues with their briefing. The first time S.T.A.R.S encountered Umbrella, they had no idea what they were up against. It didn't take them long to figure out that Umbrella had developed a virus that was supposed to create a race of super soldiers. The only problem was, the virus had a few side effects, namely turning everything it touched into a zombie. Until recently, it looked like the virus had been contained in Raccoon City, but we all just found out that that wasn't true. Our mission is to track down Umbrella and destroy them. Any questions? Good. We meet in the staging area in 15 minutes. They exit the room and Falcon asks Raquel what happened during their mission. She tells him that it was nothing major. She can't remember much, and they told her she was knocked out cold by a rubber bullet in a training session. Their discussion ends when she tells him that she needs to use the restroom. After entering the women's restroom, she grabs her injured arm, which is bandaged up, and begins removing the bandages. Raquel may have slipped out of a dangerous situation on her solo mission, but she was infected, and the infection was only getting worse. The second problem is that she truly does not remember what happened, so it wasn't just an excuse for what happened to her. Someone wanted her to escape with the infection in her blood. After everyone regroups at the S.T.A.R.S staging area, Falcon tells them all that they retrieved a disc off the body of one of the Umbrella agents at the circus, which showed them two separate locations where Umbrella had set up their new labs to work on different forms of the virus. So now they need to break into two teams and investigate them. Rosa, Quan, and Patrick will freeze their tails off in the Arctic plains of Alaska. Rosa will be in charge. Jesse, Raquel, and Falcon will head south of the border. Jesse, Raquel, and Falcon reach their location at night. The building in front of them appears to be very historic, like an old Mexican mission, but no one appears to be present. They look around to secure the area, and Falcon notices a group of people united. He tells Jesse and Raquel that they appear to be taking part on their Day of the Dead celebration, where they honor their dead relatives. They must be looking at a Todos Santos parade, and that part of the ceremony is for people to dress up like skeletons. So they must be wearing masks or paint. But after getting a closer look, these people aren't wearing masks or paint at all. They're just as dead as their old relatives. And this is where the first volume ends. Will they manage to slip by the undead and complete their mission? Knowing how far Umbrella has taken things, there is no telling whether zombies are the only threat at this particular location. The other members are yet to discover what lies ahead for them. But as for now, that's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. But most importantly, be sure to turn on notifications because YouTube won't bother to do its job, even if you're subscribed. I'm finally starting to sell my merch, so be sure to get yourself a mug to go with that twisted grin, or a t-shirt. There's more new merch on the way, but also I'd like to give a big thanks to all my Patreon supporters. If you'd like to see your name on every outro of every new video, as well as receive an exclusive video every month, then show your support by donating a single dollar. That's all it takes to receive many perks such as getting a look at the exclusive content. But anyways, I'll see you all in the next video, and remember to have an awesome day.